All right, as I alluded to earlier today from the home studio in Macuga, we're going to be rolling into the night. So this is kind of like that second stop on the tour for this beautiful sun-drenched Thursday. We're at Oak Hill Field, a real treat, moments away. Joe, you're seated. We go back to 1994. What an incredible year. But this is the beginning of the journey of that great family that is the Macugas, near and dear to me. Johnny, former assistant, player, and now he has been christened to be the next head coach at the historic high school that somehow I graduated from. But I did get out, got a diploma many years ago. John Macuga. Coach, it's early, already at work, just planning, hoping, and a lot of work to do. So, infancy, looking ahead, how do you think things will unfold over the next couple of months?
So we had a really good offseason. Probably the most guys we've had in the weight room since I've been up here in high school. So really good turnout. We have a lot of guys playing multiple sports, which is good. So they're back out. We just finished up with spring ball. Nice big roster this year. So we're hoping that for some good things this year. The quarterbacks will be coming in. We have a lot of returning guys that helped us a lot last year. So now they have the experience to move forward into the season.
I came in through the weight room, a little clanging and banging, and I hope there's going to be a lot of it. What's that been like? And you hope that you're going to get more people coming and getting ready because strength is everything.
Yeah, I mean, guys have made big jumps this year in the offseason. And we're always willing to take more guys to come in the weight room and get on the field with us. But they've been putting the work in fantastic this offseason.
So tell me about you offensively. I know your father, obviously, he had a great deal of success with the youth program, and sadly everything has changed there. You've got some coaches who you coached at that small level many years ago. Just how do you see yourself as a coach? Because this is an opportunity to kind of set the bar and change things up a little bit. Offensively, I know what you can do defensively. Let's talk offensively.
I've been around a lot of great guys. So, from Joe Rico, my dad, I learned a lot from G. Maxwell, my couple years over there. And I've kind of taken that all in and picked and choose what I like from each one of them, just to kind of help what's going to benefit all of them.
Do numbers really restrict what you can do as far as offensively? Not being able to open it up enough because of fear of injury and all the things that go with it.
I don't think that's going to be an issue this year, just because our roster size is a lot bigger than it was last year.
What are we looking at, Coach?
We're looking at mid to high 30s this year right now. I know it's early, but our goal is to keep everybody and keep them working. If we can say that number, I think that'll open up tremendous things for us.
So I got to ask, with everything you have going on, you're an amazing father, you've got an incredible business, and now you're vocational doing that. What made you want to do this? Because obviously, New Brighton, with all due respect, and I love New Brighton, but they've seen better days than what has been going on here in recent years.
This is where I'm from. This was my 18th year coaching from the youth to high school. And it was just the opportunity presented itself, and after talking with my wife and everything like that, it was just a move that I felt comfortable making.
Listen, it's a team, there's no doubt, but Joe Yoshida, who's in the background, is going to be stepping in here. That great connection to Carl Florida, Larry Matrazzo, people that I absolutely love and admire. So I'm in Elwood City years ago doing something for the Wolverines, and Carl Florida comes into the locker room and we're chit-chatting, and I've known him forever. And I said, boy, numbers are so tough, so tough. He went nose to nose with me and he said, look, with all due respect, it's a team, but you just need one who can be a game changer. I don't want any names mentioned. But when I go through this roster that Mr. Yoshida had when he won that WPIAL, I'm going over that earlier today and I'm going, I'll take one of those players. Do you really believe that you can compete in this conference and you have maybe that one or two game changer that if everybody buys in and you get out of the chute early, that maybe things can start to change early for this program?
I do. I think that we have some underclassmen that are going to produce a lot this year. Our senior class, we have guys that started last year and as sophomores, so they should really help us out. And if we can get out of the gate fast, I think we're going to do good things this year.
One of the things after his first year in '91, when they had a really tough year, when he's riding back on the bus, meaning Coach Yoshida, he's thinking, what are we going to do? And then he brought up another golden name, Ron Shiro, the option, guys like Chris Hall and Rebar and Beatley and who else? Florence in there. So you had some talent for sure. Do you think you're going to be running the football more than throwing the football? And I know it's really early.
Yeah. We'd like to get a good mix this year.
Okay.
I know last year we were past that team. It would be nice to get a good mix this year. We have some returning linemen coming back, so that's a point of emphasis for them that we want to be able to move the ball on the ground.
Now look, I'm only making a comparison because I want people to wake up the Echoes and really appreciate and love the Crimson and Gold. I want you to come out and support them. I want you to fill up Oak Hill Field. But I go back because I remember I had a crew out of Ohio that came here specifically to cover that team. Look, Josh Beatley was a beast. You know, I mean, what he did against Jeanette, incredible in the WPI Championship. Florence was a beast. Your dad has taught me one of the reasons why I talk about it all the time. Joe Grieco has taught me, I talk about it all the time. Coach Matrazzo, Carl Flory, the late great Larry Bruno. If you can run the football, even the great Jim Render has taught me, and winning as coach in Whitfield, you control the line of scrimmage, everything can really roll into your favor. Even though many people don't believe the running back still matters, but if you can establish a running game, anything's possible in any class.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
And your nephew over there in Rochester has proven that, has he not?
He has, both of them.
Larry, I mean, this kid is phenomenal.
Yep. And he's bounced back from injury this coming season, and I can't wait to see big things coming from him this year.
I love everything that is high school football. And I know school's just out a lot of time ahead to be thinking, but this is really where you get it done.
Yeah. Summertime's going to be great.
How does it feel being the head coach of the Brighton Lions?
I mean, it's another day. It's another day. At the
I'm probably more
office.
excited than you.
No, it's just, I mean, we're out here, we're working, the kids are getting better, so I mean, it's just another day that we're out there getting better to achieve our goal that we all set to be in the weight. So.
And look, only because I love your father. He's meant so much to me. But he's an offensive-minded guy. Joe Grieco, part of the staff many years ago with Coach Rosita, so I know all these people, grew up with them. Your dad, how much has he really been a part of your football?
He's been everything. I mean, from the time I was in termites till now. So he's been everything in football.
So after 10 years and 100,000 videos, I keep saying I'm going to stop this, but now I have a funny feeling it's never going to end.
Pretty good.
How about the parents in the Gridiron Club, the alumni, all the people that you're now going to have to be talking to? How does that feel? One thing I know about New Brighton, even though they haven't won as many as they would like, they've got a rock-solid group of people, the football boosters, the football mothers, everybody's all in. So that's got to excite you.
Yeah, I mean, the Gridiron Club, the football moms, they've been behind us, ever since I got the job, and anything that we've needed, they've been behind us the whole way. They're willing to do whatever it takes to help us out. We have the football team go and put the flags at the cemetery a couple weeks ago. We just want to get out in the community and show the community that we're still here, we're working, we're fighting, and we want them to have our backs when the season starts.
Defensively, that's something that you kind of specialize in. You spend a lot of time as a defensive coach. You got the numbers issues, which honestly I can live with what we're talking up to the upper 30s. I'd like to see a few more.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys are going to be going both ways.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice that we should have some guys that might only have to play one way, but I mean, we're in double-way football. You have a small roster, you're going to play both ways, and we're going to condition for it in the summer and in August.
Special teams are big too. What about the youth coming up, younger numbers? Obviously the junior high level, the middle school is still important, but it's changed a lot since your dad and I were in school.
Yep.
What's it look like down there with these young athletes coming up?
So my son's down there right now, so I kind of know what their numbers are. They're in the high 20s, low 30s right now for Mighty Mites. I know that, which is fantastic. Our junior high guys, I think they're in the same boat. So I mean, we have kids coming up that are interested in playing, and they just got to, like Coach Rosita said earlier, they just got to stick together and keep playing through, and good things will happen.
Listen, I can't thank you enough because I've really been a pest about wanting to get this done. Because I want people to understand, listen, we want New Brighton to win. Every coach who's been here since, and maybe they didn't have the success, they wanted to win. But I truly have a great feeling right now about this young man and what he brings to the table. And if there's anything I want to accomplish before they come knocking for me to go to the big booth in the sky, I want to see New Brighton get back to the winning ways. So we're going to take you back in time with Coach Rosita to let you understand he's been through a couple of journeys where all seemed lost, and then all of a sudden, a buddy of his and some other coaches showed up in the 70s, turned it around, and then he got it really back on the launching pad. So anything is possible. So just keep believing in the Crimson and Gold. Coach John Macuga.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's your son. So nice. We'll be back with more in just a moment here at the Brighton Fieldhouse on a beautiful Thursday in Western Pennsylvania.